Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. And out in the real world, it's a very somber day today. Normandy landings are being commemorated, very emotional scenes, moments, and so I want to acknowledge that, and I want to acknowledge the people who went before us and fought so heroically for our freedoms, and thank them for it. Before we get to the royals, or the royal adjacent, in Montecito, and today we're looking at the cooking show because it's doing the rounds of the gossip sites. The rumour mill is grinding away, and the first rumour about the cooking show, which allegedly at least the crew call cup of tea, unfortunate, because if you Google Meghan and a cup of tea, you find yourself at the governor's mansion, or whatever it's called, in Australia, with a cup of tea that landed somehow on the floor. But anyway, getting back to Montecito and the cooking show, Meghan's cooking show, first rumour that's going around is that it's ground to a halt. Meghan isn't showing up for work, and so the show may never actually see the light of day. What a surprise. I'm terribly disappointed, I have to say. I'm so looking forward to it. But that's the first rumour. Perhaps they filmed a pilot and they're trying to hawk it around and nobody's interested, but seemingly not much happening there because she's a no-show. Second rumour is to do with Claire Smith, who is a very accomplished British chef. She's won lots of awards. She's got 3 Michelin stars. She's worked with Gordon Ramsay, and she has her own restaurant. It's called Core. That's the one with all the Michelin stars. And she also catered at Harry and Meghan's wedding, the reception that only the celebrities were invited to and none of the friends and family, pretty much. Bit of snark there. But anyway, the story goes that Claire was coaxed onto the show as a celebrity guest and was going to teach Meghan some tricks, and instead of which Meghan kind of disputed things and wasn't interested, and thought she knew best, and ended up in a bit of a fallout. And eventually, this is the rumour, Claire Smith packed up her knives and left, walked off the set. That's the rumour. We're going to look at these stories with the Celtic Cross and the Apprentice Tarot. I think it's a good one if we're talking about trying to learn some tricks of the trade from a very accomplished female chef who actually allegedly, well, not allegedly, she did cater at Harry and Meghan's wedding, but allegedly was set to appear on this cooking show until Meghan decided she knew best. So that's what's going on. Celtic Cross coming up. I'll explain where we're going to find out if Meghan's not bothering to show up, and where we will find the Claire Smith question. All rumours, as you know the drill. Tarot for fun and entertainment, just speculation, just my opinion, just reading energy here, and disclaimer in the box below. We will clarify if we need to around that second rumour of the walking off set. Very bad if that actually happened. I don't know. It's not coming from a verifiable source as far as I can tell. That's why we do tarot. We do tarot to try and find out the truth around these wild stories. And there are. I think we need to shuffle one more time. There we go. Lots of fighting. And the 5 of Wands. I know best. That's the 5 of Wands. Let's see what the Apprentice Tarot has to tell us. Good old regular Rider-Waite. And how the cooking show is going. And then we're going to look in the next one very quickly at how American Riviera Orchard is going, because rumour around that as well that it might already be over before it even started. Which would be a terrible tragedy as well. I would be devastated, have to say. These small things amuse me no end. Ooh, we've already got an ending card here. I'm talking about endings, hard endings, difficult endings, and up shows the death card, the end. We're talking about the cooking show here, not American Riviera Orchard as a lifestyle brand. Merching dog food, dog leads, dog bowls, male necklaces perhaps. The Death card. Endings. It's all over. And it's difficult and painful, and it's something you don't want to let go of. But life comes along and smacks you around the ears and says you have to let go of it. Put it down, walk away. Not encouraging violence at all here on this show. Channel. It's not a show. What am I thinking? I'm talking about a cooking show. But anyway, there is the Death card. It's a big card. Difficult card. Very. Situation with the cooking show. What's going on? Another ending card. Ooh, 10 of Wands in reverse. All fall down. Burdens, the 10 of Wands, terrible burden, get heavier and heavier, overburdened, and letting go, collapsing under pressure. My goodness, filming one episode of this was too much, and she's collapsed under pressure. Are we getting it twice? Death card, 10 of Wands in reverse, all over by the shouting, and there's probably a lot of shouting going on. This is quite remarkable. And devastating for me, really. I'm broken by this, but clearly Megan is broken by this as well. 10 of Wands in reverse, just couldn't do it, couldn't manage to wake up every morning. We did hear wild rumors that she suddenly upped and off to Nigeria, to the amazement of all, because those big trucks were parked in that place they rented to film the show, because they couldn't film it at Mudslide Mansion with the decrepit kitchen from the 1970s or whenever, with still those rusting pots and pans hanging around. I'm exaggerating wildly. But yeah, it looks like it's all over. What's the problem? What's the problem? Ooh, Temperance card in reverse. Impatience, excess, extremes, mediocrity. I like that one. Misalignment. Yeah, Megan in her ball gown with her, some people speculate, quite suspect personal hygiene in a cooking show. There are rumours around that personal hygiene, so that's why I feel I can mention it here. Things might be just a little off in that department. Oh dear, oh dear. Temperance. There's also impatience, that she might have thought it would all be so easy and everyone would do the work for her and she could just swan around in that. It's not a ball gown, it's a skirt. That black skirt. She went to the cinema in Jamaica with the Bob Marley premiere and sat in the cheap seats. And looked absolutely absurd, in my opinion. But impatience, can't be bothered, doesn't know how to do it. Maybe not waking up in time, maybe waking up after a bender, an all-night bender. That's the Temperance card in reverse. And oh well, I'll just have a lie in today. So what? The crew's there. They can just wait. But also not a good match for her, according to these cards. So we're going to go down here into the hidden energy, the root of this all. Is it because she's not showing up? Is it because she just can't be bothered? We've got the Knight of Cups, and it's an emotional card. It's a sort of seductive energy. Love me, do. And I think it's that energy of expecting other people to do it if she just tries to charm them. That's what's coming through. It's not showing lazy. I'm not getting the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, which would be lazy. I think we've already seen lazy here with the Temperance card in reverse, and we've already seen can't be bothered with the 10 of Wands in reverse. But this is telling me, the Knight of Cups, that she really thought that if she was just charming to people and maybe had an ice cream cart outside like she did apparently when she was awful to the staff at Buckingham Palace, and then organised for an ice cream cart or something to show up to make them all feel better and love her. It's giving me that kind of energy, that Knight of Cups. See, aren't I sweet and charming? I've probably shouted and screamed and thrown things. I'm speculating, of course. And but now here, I'll give you all vouchers for something that you don't really want to go to. and then it'll all be lovely again. It's that kind of idea of somebody who doesn't know how much they've hurt or offended or upset people or let them down or disappointed them, made them kick their heels for a week or 2 weeks while she was in Nigeria, and then sleeping it off. Oh, well, here's a voucher for something pretty down market, and everything's great again. It's giving me that real sense of somebody who doesn't know how they come across to people and can't understand why people aren't loving them. So situation focus right now with this cooking show. Judgment card, she's going to try and crank it up again, because it's a second chance. Heal and ascend to the next level. Repentance, forgiveness. It is about forgiveness and awakening and all those wonderful things. Awareness, rising from the dead. She wants it to rise from the dead. She's killed it by her indifference and perhaps by her bad attitude to a celebrity guest, but we'll see. But she's hoping that she can resurrect it somehow, quite literally, with that Judgment card. So as far as she's concerned, it's not over. I suspect as far as everyone else is concerned, it really is over. How has it been going? Past energy. King of Pentacles. Well, she had backing for this. That's Netflix. I think Netflix said, okay, give it a whirl. We're waiting for it. We'll stream it if we like it. I mean, how fortunate is that? To have that opportunity, that door open. That's the big boss, the one with all the money, the one with the power, the reliable person in the background. That's not Harry. That's certainly not Meghan. It's Netflix, or somebody like Netflix. I would say Netflix, because the deal is ongoing. Technically, let's call it technically ongoing, another year of this thing, the contract. But the King of Pentacles was supportive in the background, probably hired the house, probably provided the crew, paid for everything. Off you go in your ball gown. Show us what you've got. You've still got some celebrity friends. Call them, make them show up. Show us your life. Disaster. Death card. 10 of Wands in reverse. Temperance card in reverse. Couldn't make it happen, but still trying her best. What's going to happen next? She might get it together for a bit. She might just pull it back from the precipice. I think it's already over the precipice here. I mean, these cards are terrible. 10 of Wands in reverse and the Temperance card in reverse. And this notion that other people are going to save her because she's so popular and everyone loves her and she's so adorable and so cute, so sweet. But she might, in the short term, she might get herself to herself and bother to wake up at a reasonable hour and show up on set and call in a friend and try and shore this thing up with a strength card. That is the Harry and Meghan's brand, of course. She might even call him in wherever he's off wandering and try and bring him on board. That's coming through. And see what he can cook, apart from some of the substances he might have to apply some heat to. Let's look at Claire Smith down here. Did something go on there? We got the Three of Cups. Doesn't look like it. That's a friendship card. I'm not getting fallout here. If there was a fallout, we're not going to see it. We're not going to hear about it from anyone. Three of Cups is a real friendship card. Celebrating together, social gathering, celebration. That's the wedding caterer. Sounds terribly down market for somebody as credentialed as Claire Smith is. But it's not telling me fallout. So I think this is a rumour that's doing the rounds. And just a rumour. She might have been approached to be on the show and she might have said, no, I'm too busy, or I don't think so, or something like that. And it's turned into something huge, as can happen. So no energy here for me around that story. So that's what's coming through. So I have to go with what has shown up in the cards. That is seemingly, on the surface at least, they are still friends. Pressure Meghan is under. Seven of Cups, try and keep the doors open, keep the possibilities. But fantasies, daydreams. She's not realistic. As you can see from the keywords on the Seven of Cups, her challenge is to be realistic and to realize her own limitations and to realize that she's rapidly running out of opportunities, but her opportunities have been so immense that she probably doesn't get it. I don't think she's that realistic at the best of times. Lady C often says that she practices self-hypnosis, that she sort of chants to herself that this is what's going to happen. I'm so talented, I'm so beautiful, I'm so wonderful, it's all going to work out wonderfully well. And I've got nothing against the power of positive thinking and all visualization and all that stuff. Do it myself. But there is a line between being realistic about what you can manifest and being unrealistic, and we're in the world of unrealistic with the Seven of Cups. So the Delulu sort of energy, that she's a fantasist, and even though she might pull it together for a little while here, I'm not sure that it's sustainable given all the other stuff swirling around it. So let's see her hopes and fears. And Six of Swords, she's hoping that this bad start, I would say it's off to a very bad start, she's hoping that it can pick up and it can move forward, and that things can settle down, get into some kind of groove, and everyone else will pick up and do all the work. I keep coming back to this card. Relatively, it looks quite an insignificant little card, this Knight of Cups, but it's part of this energy of delusion, the Seven of Cups. That everyone else will do everything, and just because her name is attached to it, it's going to be a smash hit. It's going to be fantastic. It's probably what happened with the documentary Harry and Meghan on Netflix, that everyone else did it. They handed over their footage they'd filmed on their phones, or Doria did, or Marcus, or whoever, and then hauled in a very accomplished director, and it was put together and an amazing score written, and off to the races, a smash hit on Netflix. She probably thought the same thing would happen here. So she's got a bit of reality checking to get through. Let's see how it's going to go. Not so wonderfully, Two of Cups in reverse. It could be falling out with Netflix. Two of Cups in reverse is a partnership, a friendship, a mutual admiration society, but in reverse it's a breakup energy, a split. So that tells me she might split with whoever is in charge. I mean, there must be someone. She can't be doing everything. She can't be floating around in her ball gown and cooking and producing and everything else. There must be someone else on board, and that somebody else probably is going to walk off the set. If not the Claire person, then there's somebody who's really in charge person, or Netflix. Netflix just says, nah, don't like it, because it's got the energy of rejection in it, the Two of Cups. Don't love you anymore. We're separating. It's over. And so, unfortunately for me, I don't think I'm going to see it. I don't think anyone's going to see it unless at some stage Netflix goes all Tiger King and we get to see some hilarious footage from that kitchen. That's an interesting card, because the Judgment card and the Strength card have come in after the catastrophes in here and the Death card to tell me they're going to try and fix this, and she's really going to try and wake up early and be, you know, on time and show up and all that stuff. Briefly, I don't think she can sustain this, but she'll try it for a bit, then it's all over. And despite this backing, they're still standing there. They're still saying the door is still open. We're still supporting you. We're still ready for whatever you can give us. Amazing that they can mess it up as badly as, in my opinion, they have. But there it is. That's the cooking show, and thanks for watching.